beach read? Girl, put these down. Let me help you with some recommendations. Come on. If there's one thing about a beach vacation, I'm not trying to spend it sitting on the beach crying for strangers to see. So let me give you some actual recommendations of what'll get you good and going. Coming from somebody that just got back from their summer vacation where they read one book a day, this is the part where you told me I look like a bronze goddess before we get started. Stop it. First up, I'm gonna get our basics and our repetitive ones out of the way that I'm sure you've heard before. We have Every Summer After and One Golden Summer by Carly Fortune. I know there's a lot of debate around these books right now with the show coming out. I'm gonna be honest, I wasn't a huge fan of the show, but I did love both these books so much. One Golden Summer even more so, but I think you have to read Every Summer After before you read One Golden Summer to really have it just knife to the heart. For those of you who don't know what it's about, Every Summer After follows our main characters Percy and Sam, but there's kind of a big falling out that involves Sam's brother Charlie, who is our main character in One Golden Summer, and I think the reason that would hit so much harder is because you really see Charlie's redemption arc and kind of like the pain he went through to become the person that he was, which is horrible. And then we see him like come back to us. I also just read her newest release, Our Perfect Storm at the Beach, and I absolutely loved it. Sum it up quickly, it's a friends to lovers, friends falling out, friends reunited, bing bam boom. Starts the beginning of our female main character's wedding, but then the morning of her husband calls it off. So naturally her longtime male best friend goes with her on her honeymoon, and wouldn't you know it, they kind of maybe admit they have feelings for each other there. Regardless of, I really loved it. I think I gave it 4 stars, but there will be more on it in my June reading wrap up. Moving on to a little bit more of an unconventional, not a beach romance read, but one beach read I think you need to have nonetheless because I was literally laughing out loud on the beach, and that is Phoebe Berman's Gonna Lose It by Brooke Averick. This is her debut novel, and probably the best debut novel I've ever read by anybody ever. The story is unlike anything I've ever read. It follows our main character Phoebe, and she has this chronic anxiety around dating, but in her last month as a 30-year-old, she vows to lose her virginity after finding a letter from her 18-year-old self where that was her one and only goal that unfortunately has yet to be accomplished. The book revolves around her pursuit of this goal with 3 different male characters, her best friend, a new teacher at her school, and this guy that she's literally been ghosting forever because of said anxiety. It had me really rooting for Phoebe and falling in love with the characters while also continuing to laugh. It had everything I think maybe ever you need to have in a book. Guys, moving on, I'm gonna say one that's kind of crazy, and it is The Deal by Elle Kennedy. I hate to say it, but this was my 3rd time rereading this book. I did read it on the beach, and there were some moments where I thought maybe I should be upstairs reading it behind a locked door. I don't know, that was just me. But if you watch the show, the book really is just so good, and book Garrett is so different than show Garrett that I think you would still have an entertaining time, even if it was a repeat. I'm rinsing and repeating the show like it's Hair Wash Day, so what's to say that you wouldn't like the book anyways if you're like me? It's essentially the same storyline, but entertaining nonetheless, and while it is a little bit graphic, it's not too graphic that you feel like you need to look over your shoulder every 5 seconds, just maybe every like 30 to 45. And man, do I love Garrett Graham.
Girls just wanna dance.
Veering from our romance recs once again, I have one that I've never seen anybody recommend as a beach rec, but I think it's honestly the perfect one, and that is the Thursday Murder Club. It's not in the middle of a series, but it's the start of a new one that I think you'll really start to love, and you're set up for a movie night if you want it after you finish the book. If you're not familiar with the Thursday Murder Club, then A, you've probably been living under a rock, but B, I'll clue you in really quick. It's about this group of friends living in a retirement home together, and they come together every Thursday to solve cold cases, but wouldn't you know, one day a murder in real time happens on their front doorstep, and of course they're gonna step in and navigate it. While I will say the first book isn't my favorite, I definitely think it is the gateway drug into the entire Thursday Murder Club series, and it really only goes up from there. One thing I love about this book is the chapters are super short, so it's easy to get in the reads here, there, and everywhere, and it's a perfect thing for if you want to read a little bit, dip in the water, read a little bit, go on a walk,